Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bills in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
Willis going to look to throw first play. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old? And dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after it. Right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Jones throw here on target to Hurst. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 18 carries, 76 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he goes out right around the 39. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap. Another game in the NFC North entry. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going to try and throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Willis. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 1st down, Willis. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Got a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. It's caught, Smith. Nice little juke. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Willis. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
But they're strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call rough running areas. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. To throw, here's Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Now Jones to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing Jones. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. The slot man in motion right. To throw again on second down. Jones. They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Open man is Atwood. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So we're at halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the scout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Willis. And in for the Lions, touchdown. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Christian Wilkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. Harris will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw Willis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Jacobs going to try the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Second down throw coming by Willis. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jones. Marvin Jones, touchdown. Marvin Jones, 65 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent.
Back now at Ford Field. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis will look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Willis. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. He's going to have the 1st down, and more than that, he's still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Jacobs diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Marr now to have the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll start the drive with Harris. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Jones. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They're giving those short little routes, tackling them in bounds too. They're just not going to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd and 3 the play fake. Jones. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Completes it to Samuel. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tutu Atwell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Willis looking to pass it. And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Jones. A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to...
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. Less than 90 seconds to go. And their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here's Jones. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions, it's just their second win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.